don't let this kid get hot. Boys, welcome to the Week 5 Recap Show. I'm your host, I'm your commish. It is my absolute honor to be here, as always. Did, did you see that? Did you see that? Credit where credit's due. Shauner, Cuz, Fam, the champ, Borland Backhanders. I was driving home, couldn't wait to do the show. He says, hey Tim, look what I just stirred up for you. The greatest intro of all time. I mean, move over Sports Center. That's our song now. And in terms of the Mount Rushmore of iconic intro songs, probably The Office, The Simpsons, Friends, but now the Biggs Recap Show. There's your mountain. There's your faces. There's your Mount Rushmore. And let's get into it. We're starting with the champ coming through in a big spot, off the ice and on the ice. 209.7 points, shattering that 200-point glass ceiling. Comeback kid. No comeback for you. 151.6 points. And bear with me, this is not from me. This is hot off the press of the Borland Backhanders. Bootsy, I hope you write this down. Bulletin board material coming at you. And I quote, comeback kid got cum on his back. From the front. Bang. From Shauner. 209 points. Does it without Coach. Leading the way was Kuznetsov. 19.2 points. Tommy Wilson. 17.4 points. And Igor Shesterkin. Not Ilya. Really hope it's Igor. Always forget. It's not Ivan. Last week he had a tough week. A lot of tripping about forgetting the trophy, and I wish. Great move by Ken, returning it safe and sound, but I almost wish he didn't, so we could have brewed that cursed cauldron a little longer. But hey, it helped. Gets back in the win column, and these two weren't done. I mean, it was done heading into Sunday, but once the games were locked, once they got going, the bombshell of all bombshells was dropped on the league. We've never had a trade like this, boys. Borland Backhanders getting Nady MacDog, Stammer, and Ilya Samsonov in back in the blue paint. I know it's Ilya. Nate Dogg was his first pick. Bootsy, what are you doing? Bootsy, however, is getting back Crosby. Talk about not counting people out. Never count out the kid. Comeback kid. He needed the kid to come back. Let's go. The narrative writes itself. Let's go, bud. Big week coming up. Crosby, Hellebuck. Him and Vasilevsky, 1-2 punch goalies. He couldn't get Vasilevsky in the draft, so he went out and got Hellebuck. And Braden Point. Boys, track this trade. I mean, keep an eye on this one, because this could change the outcome of our season. Huge. Let's move on to game number 2, which was Timmy Westside, the commish, taking on Burt Macklin's squad. Timmy Westside improves to 4-1 on this season, 172.3, led by Charlie McAvoy. A defense. How are ya? Defense wins championships. Robin Lehner, 16.4 points. And my boy, Connor Mickey Dick Dangles Donger McDavid with 15.0 points. Timmy Westside now on a 2-game winning streak. Burt Macklin squad with 129.1 points, lowest point total of the week, and now on a 2-game skid. Fix it, buddy. And now let's get to the last game of the week. It was my favorite game, to be honest. Toilet Bowl version 1.0. Rubber Puckies and the Breakfast Club each come into the game with a 1-3 record. At the bottom of the barrel, sneaky big early game of the season, and Rubber Puckies comes out on top with a close to a 20-point win, with 175.4 against 157.7. And I mean, led by the highest score of the week, Leon Draisaitl, Darcy Kuemper, and Pietrangelo. Uh, Breakfast Club, on the other hand, tried to ride the Bruins to victory. Marchand 20 points, Pastrnak 17.2 points, not enough. Didn't matter. And talk about tracking stuff, boys. I gotta get this. I gotta get it word for word. The Promise. That's what's gonna be called. The Promise. From our current Q, Breakfast Club. After falling to 1-4 on the season, if I'm Q again this year, I will retire from fantasy hockey. I mean, which leads us to, you can call it a bit. I like to call it now a recurring segment. Q's poop your pants scale. Poop your pants scale. What does that mean, Timbo? 1, your pants are dry. No poop in them. You just took a dump in the toilet. You took a shower, squeaky clean, nothing to worry about. To 10 is you're Shawner running down 18 with a little fucking skid mark with a log in his fucking pants. So right now, after dropping that promise, that quote, that challenge to his team, his scale's got to be like 3, which is, you're good, you're fine, but maybe you just had, maybe you just went to Subway. You got a foot long chicken teriyaki, extra sauce. You're driving home, not feeling too great because those will get you. You're fine. You're fine though. Still early. You'll get home. You'll take a big poop, not in your pants. Don't worry about it. But that thought crosses your mind like, ooh, I gotta poop. That's where he is right now. Rubber Puckies, poop your pants scale currently at 3 as we head to week 6. Gentlemen, best of luck. I don't know what else to say. Boop.